Hey guys, Dr. Steve here again, and I got my little buddy here. I wouldn't think about not giving him any red meat, but that brings me into my topic that I want to talk about why everyone should be consuming red meat and not cutting out protein sources. So first off, if you're with our red meat, we want to select a source that's hormone and antibiotic free, as well as grass fed. We don't want the extra hormones added in there, because it's going to alter our own hormonal state. If an animal's unhealthy, it leads to us being unhealthy. So anytime that you cut out any major food group, this is just common sense, you're going to run into nutrient deficiencies. So you cut out fat, whether it be a fat, a protein, a carbohydrate, anything, we're going to wind up with some sort of deficiency. And we want optimal health. So what proteins actually do is they signal our DNA to repair. Those DNA then tell our organs and our glands what to do. So if you don't have red meat, you're missing that. And this is all part of a more complicated process, but if you don't consume red meat, you're going to lack B12, and B12 basically works with our enzymes to signal our DNA to repair and to create this methylation process, right? Methylation signals our DNA to do certain functions in our bodies, either repair or to balance our mood or to make hormones. All these things are what's done. And if you don't eat red meat, you're going to be deficient in B12. If you don't eat red meat, you're going to be deficient in omega-3s, which means you're going to have more inflammation. And actually, you know what? Let me go back to B12 for a minute, because there's more to it, right? So if we don't have that methylation pathway, which is the enzymatic process of when we break down protein, that's going to cause us to have a higher homocysteine level, which is, if we have a high homocysteine level, that is going to be a higher indicator of heart disease than even high cholesterol. So that's 3 reasons to consume red meat, and the other one is methionine. And if we're short this amino acid, then we don't break down or synthesize our proteins properly. So it's 4 reasons that we should be consuming red meat. So the evidence shows that if we don't eat red meat or we don't eat meat and we cut meat out of our diets, we're going to be deficient in these omega-3s, B12s, and amino acids. And that you will die you have a higher prevalence to die of a cerebrovascular event. And the data and everything supports it. So all you vegetarians, I hope you're listening to this, because this is just fact. And sure, you can alter stuff, and sure, you can live, but we want to live optimal and we live healthy lives. So if you're not consuming it, you're not signaling your DNA to repair properly, and you're just aging. It causes excess glycation. So, and another factor for vegetarians or people who don't want to eat red meat is you have to understand that we produce trypsin, chymotrypsin, pepsin, and HCl. And those enzymes are made to break down protein. That's as simple as that. So the facts are there. We need red meat in our diets. So go enjoy a big fat steak. And Dr. Steve said it's okay. Go check me out at Dr. Steve Spencer on YouTube. And my website is www.protouchrehab.com. Thanks, guys.